How we doing, folks? Aaron Nagler here at Cheesehead TV, coming to you live from my living room. Not in the studio today, but always happy to talk some Packers with you fine folks and to tell you about all the great stuff from Festival Foods, including their Get Fresh deals on their best products sent right to your phone. With the Festival Foods mobile club, you'll have exclusive offers, new product alerts, and the latest updates in the palm of your hand. It's quick and convenient, making the mobile club perfect for even the busiest shoppers. What are you waiting for? Text Packers to 78402 to sign up for the Festival Foods mobile club. What's up, everybody? Hi, Nags. Who is winning the football game? Alex. You know this. You say these things to try and get me triggered. It's not going to work today. We all know who's winning the game on Sunday night. Sup, Oscar? How are you? Nags, thoughts on Clowney's hit on Wentz? I thought it was a bang-bang play. I know looking at it in slow-mo, it looks pretty bad. It looks pretty premeditated, so to speak. But most people I've talked to around the league think that the slow-mo nature of it, the complete dissection, frame by frame of a play like that, really doesn't do it justice. On the field, it's pretty bang-bang. If you watch it real time, I don't think there's real malicious intent on Clowney's part. I think it's just a really unfortunate moment. I always get hungry when you give that plug for Festival. Good, Michael. I'm sure they're glad to hear that. Hey, Nags, can you tell Kenny we prefer to have him play? Thanks, Dan. I'll let him know. Look, I know not having Kenny Clark available would be a monster blow. And then you throw in the fact that Tyler Lancaster is questionable with illness. All of a sudden, that D-line could get real thin real quick. But I suspect Kenny will play. Long way to go between now and kickoff. Hopefully everybody on the injury report, which also includes Danny Vitale, are ready to go. Aaron, thanks for the super chat. LOL, triggered like the flu in the locker room, no doubt. Josh, thank you for the super chat. Transplants with Wes was the best of the year. Go, Pack, go. Thanks for checking it out. And if you guys haven't, be sure to check out Packer Transplants here on the YouTube channel. And hell, while you're there, subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family. Hope Seattle's offensive line stays banged up so the Smiths can eat. Yeah, well, I don't think it matters much. I said this on Transplants last night. I don't care if they're fully healthy. I still think Za'Darius and company are going to have their way, especially on obvious passing downs. Sea chickens, it's what for dinner. I like it. I'm scared about Kenny Nags. Mike, I wouldn't be scared, so to speak. Like I said, there's a long way to go between now and kickoff. Sure, he'll be getting lots of treatment on the old back, and we did see him out on the practice field the last couple days, so I do suspect that he'll play. What else we got? No beer tonight, Nags? What are you talking about? Everybody's fine. They'll be ready for kickoff. See, be like Devin. Positive. Am I carrying the G if I'm constantly getting dirty looks for wearing my 17 jersey, Jade? Yes. Yes, you are. R.I.P. Neil Peart. Oh, John. Absolutely. Absolute legend. Never got to see them live, unfortunately, but obviously grew up with their music. Rush is a seminal band, and he was an absolute genius. They can't block the Z gap. Absolutely. McCown played on a torn hamstring. Warrior. Michael, it's so weird that report came out literally after I rewatched that game. And there is a throw that he makes to a back on the left side out of the backfield. Totally innocuous play. But Collinsworth mentions the fact that he's kind of hobbling after it. And he's not touched on the play. I mean, he's upright. He's fine. But he's kind of just all of a sudden has a little hitch in his giddy up. And it comes out. He played the entire second half with the hamstring off the bone. McCown, total warrior. Is the entire O-line practicing? Yes, Kumquat Savage. To varying degrees. I know Billy Turner's still working through stuff, but he's not on the injury report, so he should be good to go. Will Packer Man go to your barstool party with Liz? I don't know, Mario. I don't know if I want to subject Packer Man to barstool, but we'll see. Maybe. I'm mostly going to support my friend Liz because she's very nervous about this game. But it'll be a lot of fun, and it will be here on the Cheesehead TV YouTube channel. So much like however you would normally watch Corey and I on our watch parties, it'd be the same thing right here on Cheesehead TV. Where is Corey? Corey's in Green Bay. Is at his house in Green Bay. He's going to the game. He's actually going to the game. The man doesn't miss playoff games. He'll miss a regular season game, but the man does not miss playoff games. I wait for your nags every day. Well, thank you. Have you ever been to? No, Martin, I have not. Will we see more Sternberger? I hope so. I just think it really feels like they kind of don't know what to do with him. But, when he's healthy, and he has been lately, and on the field, he actually gets open. And he seems to have really kind of surprised with his ability in the run game. So let's hope so. Porkmaster, thanks so much for the super chat. I torture myself. I watched the different media say the Packers will purposely lose this game if the 49ers win. I shut it off. What? Who said that? Come on. That can't be real. You're just pulling my leg. Jack Carpenter, thank you for the super chat. I don't want to jinx us, but we're absolutely going to smack the Seahawks on Sunday. I agree. I think it's going to be an ugly game. I think it won't be high scoring. I think it'll be defensive minded, but I do think the Packers are going to win by most likely 2 scores. And I think things will open up as the second half goes along, and I think the Packers will pull away. Now, could it come down to a final kick? Sure. Of course it could. But the more I look at the matchups, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'm wearing my green and gold glasses. Always possible. Florio said it. Of course he did. Oh, man, new lamp. Hey, someone, I don't know if it's new, but it's a lamp that isn't crooked like the old one was. The disrespect on Aaron Rodgers lately has been major. It depends on who you're talking to, but I haven't seen much disrespect. I've seen a lot of pointing out of subpar throws and plays. I think that's totally fair because there have been a lot of them. Anytime he wants to start hitting the wide open guys or actually throwing it out in front of them instead of behind them, anytime he wants to step into the ball rather than swing it back, falling back, sidearm, blah, blah, blah. Whenever he wants to get around to doing that, people will stop pointing stuff out. It's pretty simple. Does beast mode become more dangerous in a snow game? I tend to doubt it. I think he'll run hard. He'll give you everything he's got. I just don't know if they can block the Packers up front. That'll be a big, deciding factor, obviously. And I think, especially at his advanced age, having taken so much time off, I think beast mode is in a much better spot when he can get ahead of steam and get to the second level, blah, blah, blah. I just don't see that happening a bunch on Sunday night. Obviously, he'll get a few runs here and there, but I don't see him being a major factor. Just got your nags. Did I miss much? No. And what seems to be the problem with Kenny Clark? He's got a back injury. That's why he missed practice earlier the week, but he was out there. He was riding a bike on Wednesday. He was out on the field on Thursday. He's trending in the right direction. How good can Lazard be? I'm not going to say the sky's the limit, but I think he can be a solid number 2 receiver. I know my buddy Ben Fennell posited that he couldn't be much better than a 4 or 5, or shouldn't be much more than a 4 or 5. I tend to disagree. I think he could develop really nicely into a consistent weapon who can lock down that number 2 spot. Now, obviously, would you prefer a little bit more speed there? Sure. He's a big guy. He's going to help you in the run game. He's going to get open. He's got third down trust with Aaron Rodgers. That's huge. Had 3 big third down conversions in that Detroit game. But yeah, I don't think he's ever going to be Sterling Sharp. No one is. But he's kind of a poor man. He could be. That's kind of the ceiling for me. A poor man Sterling Sharp, which isn't half bad. Need help, Nags? What does a bang-bang play? Nick, it's like when, you're running at 1,000 miles an hour. Run as fast as you can after somebody. If you have kids, go after your kid. And then when they change on like a dime, change of direction, say you're reaching for them, and all of a sudden they change at the last second, and you reach and you stumble and you fall flat on your face, that's bang-bang. You didn't try to dive and land on your face. We've all been there, like you're in the office and you go around the corner and somebody's coming around that same corner and you just both don't realize until the last second, bang, bang, and you fall down. Somebody gets hurt, blah, blah, blah. These defenders are asked to defy physics. They're the greatest athletes we know, but they're not Superman. They can't pause in midair. If you're running after a guy and you see him, you're going after the target, and all of a sudden the target starts diving, you dive with it. Because that's, you're not aiming at a spot. I think people get way too carried away because of the slow motion, the ability, the high def. You can, Zapruder film every single play. Seems like you set something off between PFF and Packers Twitter. It was fun to watch. Looking forward to Sunday. Merk, thank you for the super chat. Look, I know lots of people over at PFF. I respect a lot of what they do. I do find some of their stuff to be really dismissive at times. And that video, which, to be fair, was on their betting show, was about the over-under, etc., was awfully dismissive, not only of the Packers, but of defense in general, etc., which, by the way, is an important part of football. So, yes, did I have some fun with it last night? Did I go ham? Yeah, of course. I think there's a very valid use for and a place for analytics in football. I'm not dismissive of that at all. But PFF and some of the people with PFF, not the main guys, Sam and all those guys are great. But, some of the guys over at PFF, they get a little holier than thou sometimes. And it's always fun to just, kick a little sand in their face. You capitalized every word. Matt, because every word's important, baby. Every single one. Welcome to my channel. Carrying the G on my face. Haven't shaved since the Niners lost, so I won't jinx it. Looking like Grizzly motherfucking Adams all the way to the Super Bowl. Ryan, carry the G. I love it. Preston, thank you for the super chat. If Rodgers is really off for this game, do you think they'll have any implications with his future? Do you think we draft a QB in the first or second round? Preston, they've already made that decision. If they're looking for a quarterback, and I know for a fact they were going to draft one in this last draft until the Broncos jumped up to get him. They're gonna draft a quarterback if there's one there that they like and makes sense value-wise. Nothing that Rodgers does on Sunday night changes their decision-making when it comes, or Brian Gutekunst's decision-making, who's the man making the decisions, in regards to how he's going to construct the roster and who he's going to go after in the draft. Absolutely nothing. He's going to look at the whole entire body of work, obviously, the entire season, and look how Aaron is playing, etc. Aaron could come out and light it up 450 yards, 3 touchdowns, or he could 175 yards, a fumble, and, say 7 yards rushing. Either way, that's not going to change anything in regards to their draft plans. All right, guys, I'm going to have to go pretty soon, but let me take 1 or 2 more here. Saw on the BBC, the Pack is unlikely to play in London next season. I saw a couple headlines like that, and it's disconcerting. I hate it, but can't say I'm surprised. Who has the chance for a huge game this weekend, Nagler? That's a good question. I want to say Aaron Jones, but I respect Bobby Wagner as a player way too much. I do think Aaron Jones is going to eat. I think more so in the passing game than in the running game. I do think they got to pound the football on the ground. The Seahawks are not a great defense when it comes to stopping the run. Get that play action going, etc. Give me Allen Lazard. I think they're going to, do what they do, which is, play that match zone. And the Packers have not had great success against that type of defense this year, but both of those games have been on the road. So I think at home, they're able to control the snap count, able to control the line of scrimmage. Aaron Rodgers is going to have time. He's going to be able to work. And I think Lazard will be the benefactor. Why does Michael Rodney hate you? That's a great question. Because I called him out on his bullshit like a decade ago when he was stealing stuff from the local paper and posting it as his own information. He would literally read the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel in the morning and then post on his website a segment called "Shh, Here's What We're Hearing," and he would make it seem like he was talking to people inside the organization when really he was just reading updates from the MJS. And look, I didn't hate the guy. I just made fun of it on Packer Transplants like a decade ago. And I even tried so hard to be nice to the guy. He had some good takes. I would be like, yeah, I agree with that on Twitter. This was always on Twitter. I've never met the man. But then along the line, I was like, why am I being nice to this guy? He was always a fucking jerk. So then finally we just blocked each other and that was it. Now he spends not all of his time, but every moment he gets to try and talk some shit. And hey, man, that's how he wants to live his life. It's cool. A lot of people overlooked Aaron Rodgers against the Lions. Yeah, he overthrew some passes, but they were to running backs. That second half showed me Aaron Rodgers still has it. I think he still has it in regards that he can do anything you want a quarterback to do. You just got to do it more consistently. And I mean, yeah, did he miss the running backs? Yes. He also missed high to Alan Lazard. He also missed behind Robert Tonyan. He missed every group, not just running backs. It's got to be more consistent. Let's see. One or two more. Would you rather have John Schneider or Brian Gutekunst? Brian Gutekunst, 100%. And I love John. John's a great guy. But I love Goody. I love what he's building here. I love the base of the start of his tenure so far. I'm all in. Everyone have a good weekend, except for Vikings fans. Uncultured Barbarian, I don't know, man. I don't mind if the Vikings fans have a good weekend because that means their team won. And then after the Packers win, we get the NFC Championship game in Lambeau Field. All right, everybody. I'm going to have to jump. Thank you so much for all the questions. I'm sorry if I couldn't get to yours. It's almost here. It's almost time. And hey, while you're waiting for the game, get fresh deals on the best products sent right to your phone with the Festival Foods Mobile Club. You'll have exclusive offers, new product alerts, and the latest updates in the palm of your hand. It's quick and convenient, making the Mobile Club perfect for even the busiest shoppers. What are you waiting for? Text Packers to 78402 to sign up for the Festival Foods Mobile Club. Thanks a lot, everybody. Can't wait for Sunday. Like I said, we'll be right here on the YouTube channel. I'll be at Barstool, another watch party. Check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Go Pack Go.